to the Most High. What a beautiful day Most High has created. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. So I stopped by the usual Circle K gas station to get diesel for the work van, and all they sell is pork in there. Sometimes I get the cheese pizza when they have it, but they usually have pepperoni pizza. So whatever the case may be, I looked in there, I was like, man. Then there's this snobby ass Eve that work in there, and she gave me the frown once she seen me, because I left everything on the register the last time. She didn't give me the price that it said. She said, oh, whatever it rings up, that's what it is. So whatever the case may be, I go outside. So now there's an Issachar lady. I see an Issachar lady. She's out there, hustling out the back of a truck. So, she got her tamales and, breakfast stuff. So the first thing I think of is avena. And for those that don't know, what avena is in Spanish is oatmeal. So I said, hey, mamita, tú tienes avena? You know what I'm saying? Got on my Ephraim stuff. And she said, yeah. And the first thing she said is, que Dios te bendiga. So basically saying, God bless you. And so she asked me where I'm from. She said, am I Dominican? I said, nah, I'm Boricua. And she said what she said. And then she said, do you accept Jesus Christ in your heart? And I said, well, yeah. But my Jesus Christ, the Christ that I follow, not that I accept him in my heart, the one that led by example, and that I try to follow in his footsteps to the best of my ability. I said, yeah, he's not a white man. Off the rip, he's not. And she spoke English, but she was speaking to me in Spanish, but she had fluent English. So I tried to explain to her. She said, oh, and this is what Christians do. Christians always want to jump to this. Well, it doesn't matter what Christ's color is. Now it doesn't matter what Christ's color is, but if it doesn't matter, why did they paint him as a white man? And she knew Michelangelo painted him, and Leonardo da Vinci. She knew this. She said it. And then, I explained to her, I said, it's not about accepting Christ in your heart. It's about following Christ's blueprint on being perfect. You understand? And I said, well, if you say you a Christian and you follow Christ, you're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas and Easter. And the first thing she said, well, you can celebrate Christmas. And see, this is what the Christians do, man. Okay, they always find an excuse. They always find an excuse to fit their program and their narrative of bullshit. So she goes, well, you can follow Christmas. You just don't have to put up the stuff and this and that. Basically saying you don't have to, just don't put up a tree. What the fuck are you talking about? Where does it say in the Bible? And this is what you Christians do. You love to do this shit. You follow everything that's not written in the Bible. The Bible says Passover. It speaks about the Day of Atonement. It speaks about tabernacles. It speaks about Hanukkah. It speaks about the first fruits, Pentecost. It speaks about these things, man. Certain days that were celebrated by our forefathers and our ancestors. And y'all follow shit that was given to you by your American slave masters. So, your European slave masters, because y'all niggas was celebrating this stuff before. Y'all was celebrating it in Rome. Y'all was celebrating it in Greece. And that's why Greece is on fire right now. The Lord got Greece burning to shits right now. All of Europe is on fire. We got the hottest month. This is the hottest month ever recorded in July. The Lord is burning you peckerwoods up. The Lord is reaching out and touching you and kissing your pale ass with that sun, boy. I tell you that much. So whatever the case may be, through the Spirit, I try to explain to her, and then I told her, I said, you can't deal with emotions, mamita. You gotta do what the scriptures say. So she says, I've been studying for 35 years. And I said, yeah, well, you still a novice. You are still a novice, and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because a lot of you Christians do that. You follow your quote-unquote heart. Read Jeremiah 17 verse 9. It tells you that your heart is deceitful above all things. You see what I'm saying? You believe your heart is what's pumping in your chest, my man. No, your heart, according to the scriptures, is your mind. You see what I'm saying? And you don't use your goddamn mind because you're deceived by your emotions, by how you feel, by the experiences you had in the Christian church when you started saying blah, 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 you'll get sonic boom. When you started doing that shit, that's when you got caught up in your emotions. And you don't even know that those are demons jumping on your dumb ass. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures say, prove all things. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things. If you're not coming out the Bible, you're coming out your ass. Straight up. Okay? Sorry for the profanity and the, but I'm compassionate. I got passion in my speech, man. You know what I'm saying? This is early in the morning. I ain't bothered. And the oatmeal was good. I was banging. And I'm going to stop again because I stopped by that gas station. And I seen it before, but I was already on the road. And then when I seen it just now, I was like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? All praises. I ain't got to get none of this crap out of the Circle K. And plus, I'm on my gym stuff. You can see the shoulders, see the chest. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. My cousin, Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Coach Ant, he motivating me, inspiring me. You got the brother Holy Dove, he inspiring me. I see brothers getting it in, man. All praises, man. I see brothers getting it in. My Uncle Carlos, you know what I'm saying? People putting that pain, man. You got to put that pain in the gym, man. We trying to live longer. The Most High gave us the blueprint to live longer, okay? The expectancy of life is 70 years old according to the scriptures, but you can live longer if you take care of your body, if you take care of your mind and your spirit. Gotta stay off that goddamn pork, man, and them bottom feeders eating all types of stuff that got diseases, man. All that the pig eat stuff that die. You see what I'm saying? And this is what you put in your body, stuff that die of sicknesses. If the dog got rabies and you shoot him in his head and the pig is right there, the pig gonna eat that dog with rabies. And your dumb ass wonder why you got high blood pressure, gout, right? Why you got all these different diseases and sicknesses, high blood pressure, right? Diabetes, you catching heart attacks. Look at what just happened to LeBron James' son. That's a different story though, because that young man, 18 years old, cardiac arrest, something ain't right. You see what I'm saying? That's a different story. I don't think it was his diet now. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing that y'all gonna call a conspiracy theory. You know how we feel about them jabs, and his whole family was jabbed up. So you put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. A lot of y'all people that got jabbed up, y'all think that nothing's happening to y'all, because you had all them nuts, them conspiracy nut theorists that was talking about you gonna die in 6 months. It don't have to be 6 months. They gonna give you something that mutates within 3 to 5 years, so it won't look like it was them that put that poison in you that's having you drop dead, man. So just keep that in mind, man. You gotta stay healthy. Okay, mind, body, and spirit. You got to stay away from the fuckery, man. There's a lot of fuckery out here. And Christianity is one of the biggest fuckeries. Okay, you don't know the Bible. You don't read the Bible with logic, with wisdom, with knowledge and understanding. You read it with your emotions. You read it like a story. That's why you Christians still believe that a goddamn snake was talking to Eve in the garden with an apple in his hand. You see what I'm saying? This is how simple Christianity is, man. So just keep that in mind, man. And the conversation, she left emotion. She started making noises and grunts, and them demons was getting cut. So she started making these grunts and different sounds like a caveman. And I told her, you an Israelite. I said, you're a Jew. And she said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I said, well, the only way you're not is if you're of Spaniard descent. But if you're of indigenous through your father, you are an Israelite. You're from the tribe of Issachar. She said, I'm not this and that. I said, the Bible said the Jews are still in slavery. She says, I'm not in slavery. I'm free in Christ. Well, look at your people. Issachar, the Mexicans are one of the biggest slaves right now in America and outside of America. So she said, well, those are them. I'm not them. And I'm like, those are your people, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got a bloodline. The Lord deals with a bloodline. Okay, that bloodline came from David. It came from Adam all through David. That's the bloodline of Christ. Why you think it gives you his genealogy in the first books of the New Testament? Because it shows you his bloodline, where he came from. You know what I'm saying? What is his pedigree? But that's too deep for a fool, man. So just keep that in mind, Israel. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work. I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to clean my first pool, man. And we going to work. But I always got time for the scriptures now. Like if you going, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you coming out and you trying to introduce me to the white Jesus. I knew that nigga my whole childhood. And I always knew something was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I always knew something was wrong. It wasn't right. You know what I mean? And I never respected it. It was all over my grandma's house. You know, all them pictures, all them idols. And I was like, this, I don't know. It's just something, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? The Most High had that spirit on me as a young man. So, you know, I just wanted to give this little testimony of what just happened. And I'm going to start doing this. Because a lot of stuff be happening, I just don't record on my day-to-day basis. My day-to-day life. So all praise, honor, glory to the Most High. I pray y'all have a blessed, safe, and productive day and Shabbat. Today is Friday. You know, once the sun go down, you know, it's time to relax and also bring out the word, man. Set your prayers up. Do what you need to do. Get closer to the Most High. Study, pray, and enjoy your Shabbat. And if you evangelist, if you're a teacher, a preacher, you know, we gonna be outside, goddammit. We gonna be outside teaching. That's what Israelites do on the Shabbat, and the Shabbat is not Sunday. All praise and honor, glory to the Most High. 𝐤𝐄𝐅𝐄, we still got next. Con.